What's going on, guys? Charlie Watson here with Beechmont Ford Performance. I'm sitting with your BFP Dream Builder, Mr. Jeff Black, and we are celebrating National Mustang Day for 2021, and we're at the Halderman Barn. And so there's a couple things that we're going to show you guys, some of the cars from the show, but before we do that, Jeff is going to tell you why this place is so special.
Yeah. So Gale Halderman, if you didn't know it, was actually the gentleman that came up with the drawing that became the original Mustang. And Gale went on to work 40 years at Ford and became the head of design for Ford. So, man, this guy was very special. He grew up here in Tip City, Ohio, went to school at the Dayton Art Institute, and then ended up working at Ford in design. So this used to be their family farm, and it was also a nursery. They sold trees, plants, and everything else. And then when Gale retired and moved back here, John Clore actually, I think, came up with the idea with him to make this into a museum because he had just some of his cars in here. So it has evolved into I don't know, this is like a mecca for Mustang people. And Gale passed away last year, but his daughter, Karen, is continuing to run the museum. If you haven't been here, make it a destination.
I agree. It's so cool to think that a car that's really known all over the world, the original dream started right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least the whole family's planted right here. So it's really cool. So the next piece, we wanted to tell you how special this place was, and then we are going to continue on our tradition of showing you our favorite car each from the show, because today is National Mustang Day, and we had a huge cruise from Beechmont Ford all the way here, and we have a ton of cool cars out there. So it was very tough to choose. I'm going to let you go first this time. Tell us about your favorite.
All right. I get to be first for a change.
Yep.
All right.
Just this one.
So both of us had to do a double take when this gentleman pulled in with this car. Because I'm looking and I'm thinking, is that what I think it is? And we met Norm Murdoch, who somehow or other scored purchasing one of the 2013 Boss 302s from the Ford driving racing school. He had to jump through all kinds of hoops to get this thing titled and actually able to get a license plate for it and drive it. But it is literally set up as it was from Ford Racing Driving School. Beautiful grabber blue, 2013, and as you'll see, there's no seats in here other than the driver's seat, which you better be somewhat skinny to fit in. Yeah. But this thing is just gorgeous. I was in love. I'm like, wow.
No, he did the same driving school that you did, right?
I was invited.
You didn't.
So yeah. No. I got invited.
GT350s, 1R, and never went out for the driving school. You call yourself an enthusiast. It's embarrassing.
Well, in my defense, when I got the invitations to go both times, the school was still in Utah, and that was a trip. I mean, It was quite a trip.
I'll give you that. Yeah. But you got the glove.
Yeah, it's true.
You got the gloves. So it was an amazing car, and actually, if I have a different car for sentimental reasons that I'm going to show you guys, but aside from the one I'm going to talk about, definitely my favorite one too, just because I've seen them obviously on YouTube videos, I've seen them on TV, but I've never actually seen one in person, and I did not even know you could buy one.
Apparently, yeah, I didn't think you could either.
Yeah, I mean, it was just incredible to see that somebody owned it, and like he said, went through all the hoops of making it somewhat street legal.
I will say, I think he said that probably the only reason he was able to buy it is when the school was going to be moving from Utah to Charlotte, they decided they didn't want to bother trying to transport all those cars, so they did put them up for sale.
Yep, so he got one. It's really cool.
Really.
So my favorite, this is my favorite car for a few different reasons. It's a 2003 Ford Thunderbird. It's really, really cool to me just because I was 13 at the time when it came out, and I remember it being kind of the first Ford retro model that they brought back. Yeah. What makes this one really special to me is it is one of two 2003 Ford Thunderbirds in that red color that sat on the showroom of my grandpa's dealership. If you guys know me, I'm a third generation nut in this business, and it is just super special to me to still see the Charlie Watson Ford stock tag in the window. It's just, I'm a softie, and that made it for me.
Well, I can't argue with your pick, and obviously you're not arguing with mine, so we call it a win.
We'll call it a draw on this one.
A draw.
Yeah, I usually win, but this one is a tie. So, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. We're going to do a ton more events like this throughout the summer, so if you'd like to follow along with us, you can do that. And as always, if you would like to learn more about building a supercharged car for yourself through our BFP Dream Builder, where can they go?
You can visit beechmontford.com, or obviously you can call us at Beechmont Ford, and we will get you started on the process. And even if you don't purchase a car from us, remember, if you own a car or an F-150 and you want to have it supercharged, or any other performance upgrades for that matter, give us a holler. We'll take care of you. All right, what do you think? We out of here?
I think you are missing one piece.
Well, no, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Go for it.
Bye-bye.